What's up, Sagittarius? Welcome to your reading for February 21st to the 27th. Hopefully you guys have had a good week so far. And I do appreciate you guys, the ones who do wind up tuning in. I appreciate you. I am trying to grow and expand myself, and I'm trying to give quality readings to people who actually want them. So do not be deterred from lack of views, because it doesn't always equate to quality. I have seen a lot of readers online that generally are not that great in my personal opinion, but I'm not going to name any names. They kind of just say the same thing over and over again, and they kind of attribute every card to the same meaning with every single reading, and it becomes monotonous and mundane, and doesn't really feel like they're trying to connect with their intuition. I, on the other hand, am trying to. Every reading, I try to get better and better at it, and discerning my intuition between my logical mind as well as my intuitive mind, or my intuitive self. But anyway, again, welcome, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. I've already shuffled everything, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Overall essence is temperance. So moving into this week, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of balancing going into place. Trying to figure out what needs to be taken back as far as where you're putting your energy into, and even your thoughts. Putting too much energy into and then putting into something else. It's all about being modest in your approach. So if you're putting too much energy into your work, or you're putting too much energy into drinking or smoking or playing games, or I'm just kind of giving examples here. It's talking about bringing back into balance so that there's more harmony in your environment. If you've been going through some sort of turbulent times, that's what this is talking about. It's just things coming back around, coming back into balance. You have the sun and the moon here, which represent our outer self and our inner self, and it's all about bringing those two in unison. So if you start noticing things kind of shifting and changing, that's trying to become more harmonious. That's what this card is representing, and you're being guided to do that. We want to live a more peaceful life, right? And we can't live a peaceful life if we're not in harmony with our environment and ourselves. So that's the overall essence. That's actually a great card to have. In the recent past, we have the Empress and the King of Wands. So it definitely looks like there was some sort of creative passion that was coming out, a creative idea, a creative something that was kind of pulling you from the inside, that definitely you took charge on it. And it did require a little bit of courage. I'm drawn to the line back there, and to me the line represents courage and strength. And the King of Wands is like someone who is definitely willing to put themselves out there. So there was something being birthed here from within that you took action on. So another message that I'm getting for other people is, it looks like there was a new life that came in. It was a new man or a female, possibly a fire sign, that had come into your life. And they're very much the leader type, like someone who stands firm in who he is or who she is. And it definitely created a lot of synergy between the feminine and the masculine here. So I'm getting those two things. Current energy moving into the week, we have the Wheel and the Six of Wands. All right, so definitely some sort of achievement coming in here that's going to help gain recognition, or potentially even recognizing your own achievements, or recognizing your own self and your own worth. Because there's definitely something turning in your favor here. And again, to me, this is another balance card. We have the white energy and the black energy over here, the yin and the yang. So it's like the wheel is turning. It looks like things are going to be shifting, coming back into balance, and you're going to be noticing those things as you come out of yourself. Because it looks like you've been moving through some pretty challenging times. And it's like you're finally out of that, and it's going to start turning in your favor. Coming energy, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So the way I'm looking at this right now is, yes, and where you could have been having issues is within the realm of money. Because the Five of Pentacles definitely represents someone who is in a lack mindset and kind of just focusing on like loss of finances or just material changes in general. It doesn't have to be finances, but I'm definitely getting finances here with the Six of Pentacles coming in, because it looks like, you know, you may have been feeling this way, feeling like you've been lost in your own lack and despair kind of in regards to, you know, money. But it looks like with the Six of Pentacles, with the extension card, you're going to be receiving. It's like things are going to be balancing back out. Things are turning back in your favor, and you're going to get what you've been owed. It looks like you've been giving a lot of yourself, your time, resources, and stuff like that, and it's time for you to start receiving back what you've been given out. All right, definitely a lot of wand suits going on here. So over the Empress and the King of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it looks like this new. Okay, so if I'm going off of the previous story of something birthing from within that was like kind of bubbling up and it was starting to come forward, and it's like you took action on it. It looks like you were ready to become actionable within your steps. You had this vision coming to life, basically. It looks like what it was doing is allowing you to stand on your own 2 feet, becoming more of your own protector. And because of that, you may have had things, people, situations in your life that may have seemed a bit against you, and you may have had to defend yourself because of that. Because this person, and it's like, but the thing is like you've grown into this person who is able to defend himself. The 7 is like you're well past that 1 mark. You know, the 1 represents the new beginning, and it kind of just like the challenges kind of go from there. But the 7 is like you've gotten to a point where it's like you stand firm in who you are and your ideas and your beliefs, and it's like you're nothing's gonna stop you from moving forward, basically. And the King of Wands to me represents that anyway. The Six of Wands again. What the heck, man? All right, so yeah, definitely there is going to be some sort of achievement here. Definitely some sort of event or unfoldment of something that's going to bring you out of yourself and make you feel accomplished, right? And it's like people may start noticing this aspect of yourself. The wand suit it does deal with like our creative side, our passions, our drives, what inspires us. And it's like you're moving forward on something because you notice the accomplishment, you notice your achievement, and it's like there's double Six of Wands here. I mean, double the achievement. I'm just getting achievement for some reason. That's definitely one of the biggest things going on here. You're gonna feel victorious. That's just what popped in my head. You're gonna feel victorious because what's happening. And this is another victory card. So we have the Ace of Swords over the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. So you know. This is clarity. I'm getting very much clarity, and the clarity can bring a victory in your life. So the sword suit generally deals with mentality, our decisions in life, and you know the Ace of Swords is like bringing clarity to yourself. It's like here's this idea, here's this win, take it and just run with it. And it's like maybe it's talking about once you receive this money or these material assets after getting out of this, it's like you are starting fresh from that. It's allowing you to come back into your power. I'm definitely drawn to this energy surrounding his hand. He's got power within himself, and he's like, I can do this now. I can finally move forward, and I'm ready to do that. Let me pull some heart cards here or / relationship cards. Another 6. That's crazy. Sometimes the cards always surprise me. Sometimes the cards always surprise. Doesn't make any sense. Sometimes the cards surprise me. Let's just go back to that. Ooh, third eye activation. All right, so within the area of the heart, it's definitely so. We got the Observe card and we have giving and receiving. So with the Observe card, what I'm feeling from this is like being able to suspend yourself, surrender to the flow of life, and just observe what's unfolding and like just allow yourself to be within the moment, because what's unfolding for yourself, and you will witness this as well. I'm definitely getting that too. You're gonna witness yourself getting stuff like this is giving. This is the same, like literally got 2 Sixes of Wands and basically 2 Six of Pentacles. But this suit is not traditional tarot, but it is very much connected to it. And this is the Six of Physical card. So the reds represent physical, which would be somewhat of the equivalent to the Six of Pentacles. And basically, it's talking about like like I said, surrendering yourself, allowing yourself to come into new perspectives surrounding relationships or new ways of giving and receiving for yourself, because what you got some stuff coming in here, love and definitely some finances as well, that are going to help shift the dynamic of what's playing out in your life right now. I mean, it definitely feels like there's a lot of shifts and turns happening in relation to money, and also just gaining new perspectives. I mean, the rainbow coming down into its head is talking about that light. The light has information in it, most definitely, because light is frequency. And you're definitely receiving information that's going to change your worldview, change your perspective. And it's talking about allowing yourself to surrender. When you surrender, you allow yourself to be open to receive. So don't be resistant. Okay, so employment change. I'm wondering if there is some kind of change in employment as far as like what's coming to you. Maybe that's where that lack or loss is going to feel like. And the Six of Pentacles is like, don't worry, something better is going to come back around. So if it's not finances, it's definitely going to be a career change. And if that's something that you've been wanting, or if you don't want it, or if you're not really expecting it, and now you are, if that's something that resonates with you, but it's saying something better is going to come back, something more worth your time and energy. So anyway, your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You're being supported each step of the way. So yeah, be on the lookout for any employment changes that are happening for you, because it's going to bring you something much better and more positive for yourself in your journey. It's going to help uplift the emotions that are going on. And again, that's where the balance is coming in. It is safe for you to receive. That's funny. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Right, so as you start gaining more and more abundance, generally the idea is like if you have an overflow abundance, it's saying to allow it to overflow into other things, people, places that you feel drawn to, not just to do it, but you feel drawn to, like heartfelt wise. Because like you want to make sure what you're giving to is going to be something that you feel passionate about, or like you feel good, not just like, like you're just giving money to a random person on the street. Unless you feel good about it, like don't do it. If you get like a weird like feeling in the pit of your stomach, don't do it. I mean, people generally give money to homeless people out of guilt. And while I definitely believe that, we should be giving back, it's not every homeless person needs that money, because at the end of the day, they are doing it to themselves. And how are they supposed to learn if they are always handed all this money and all these things? They need to be able to learn to be challenged and move through their lack mindset, because they're ultimately attracting their own experiences. And I definitely stand behind that when I say it. So it is safe for you to receive. So allow yourself to be open, observe, change your perspectives, and be ready to receive what's coming to you. All right, on to the spiritual development side. We have third eye activation, brow chakra, inner vision, and clear seeing. Definitely tied to the mental clarity here, because the third eye chakra is definitely related to inner vision and being able to clearly see what is playing out in front of you, and like not even just clearly seeing, it's just like being able to intuit where you're headed and what your next steps are. And it's like being connected to your third eye and allowing it to open and activate. And by the way, if you don't know what your third eye is, which I'm assuming people who watch these might know what they are, not everyone is on a forward momentum spiritual path to the point where they can actually discern what the third eye is or have actually learned what it was. But it's connected to your pineal gland as well as your pituitary, but most namely your pineal gland. Some sources say pituitary. My thing is like it's definitely connected to your pineal gland, because the third eye deals with intuition and clear sight and your clairvoyance and your pineal gland is a gland inside your brain that actually has ocular tissue. Basically, it's got the same tissue as your retina does. So rods and cones, and it also houses different crystals, like microcrystals, that can help tune in and receive, like an antenna almost. So if you haven't been developing your third eye, this is definitely signaling you to start doing that, because that's going to increase your intuition, increase your clairvoyance. That's connected to different realms, I guess, or different frequencies that allow you to peer into new opportunities, know where you're headed, and essentially receiving downloads. So I feel like I needed to say that. Solar light upgrade, solar plexus chakra, inner fire, willpower. Yeah, so if you've been feeling some sort of lack of confidence for some reason, this card is saying like your solar plexus is going to start balancing back out, and you're going to feel a lot more drive, passion, and self-esteem, which increases your willpower and your inner fire. The inner fire comes from your solar plexus chakra, which is in your stomach region. So you may start feeling a little bit more powerful within yourself in order to move forward, and just like almost feeling more larger than life. That's like the words that I'm getting. So that's part of your development here. So you got two chakras, solar plexus and third eye. The power to see, the power to develop, power to move forward, and that's what I'm getting with the reading. So Sagittarius, again, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed this video, you found value in it, please hit that thumbs up button. I would definitely appreciate it. Subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to continue doing readings like this. I may even start incorporating, don't quote me on this, it's still in the early processes, but in the early stages, but I may start actually incorporating weekly or bi-weekly astrology readings, taking a snapshot of the charts and as it progresses along, and trying to see where it's heading energetically speaking, because I am definitely very much attuned to the astrological side of life as well. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one.